coming up this week, I'm going to be reminding myself just how important it is to remember that running is for fun. So if you've been watching the videos recently, you will know that I have been spending an awful lot of time banging on about an event that I am attending in, well, when this video goes out, it's just going to be, what, about a month away? Oh, hardly that. So, and I've been talking about pushing and setting personal bests and all this kind of stuff. However, I think it's really important to remember that the whole point that we do this whole running thing should be primarily for fun. And it's easy to kind of wrapped up, isn't it, in all the kind of setting goals and all that. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a big proponent of having challenges because it's a great motivator to get you out there and to get you out there, basically. But, you know, the whole point is running is fun. I've told this story before on the channel. I'll give you the edited, the kind of abridged version, the expedited version. And when I was at school, we had this thing called PE, physical education. Unfortunately, the teachers weren't that au fait with the term education. They used to think that it was physical torture. That would have been PT, not physical training, physical torture. That would have been a more accurate title for what they put us through. And the problem is, a net result of what they did to us without educating us in any way whatsoever was that we ended up, really, a whole generation absolutely hating anything that involved building up a sweat, anything that involved any kind of physical exertion, like running is included in that, of course. I actually, and this is no word of a lie, I genuinely thought that running was something that people did when they were a bit overweight maybe, or just wanted to be a bit fitter. But the whole process of actually running, I thought was just dire. I thought it was torture. I thought it was just something that people subjected themselves to in order to try and meet that aim of getting fitter. Genuinely, that's what I thought. That all changed 3.5 years ago when I did Couch to 5k, and I discovered, my goodness, that much to my surprise, this is really fun, this whole running thing. It's great. I'm really enjoying it. And there's no word of a lie, and that's down to those PE teachers who were all useless. Really sums it up. So, not that I'm bitter and twisted about it, you understand, but there we go. Anyway, so that gets me back to today's run. What I'm going to do today, as I'm going to venture out, I'm going to do a 5k because it's a midweek run. I'm not going to worry about times, I'm not going to worry about anything. I'm just going to run for the sheer hell of it. So let's do that now. Wishing I'd be all alone. I got these demons by my side, flying on the chemicals. Guess I'm not the lucky type. Oh, trust me, you don't wanna know how it's night after night, night after night. Oh, searching after miracles. Oh yeah, night after night. There we go, run complete, 5k complete. And I really enjoyed that. It was good just to not really worry about it. In fact, it was a bit like a trip down memory lane, because what I did was, well, I'll just tell you what I normally do, because at the moment for 10k's and even 5k's, when I go out, I tend to follow sort of similar routes. I mean, they tend to kind of start off and they maybe end the same. There are bits along where I will kind of deviate a bit, but what I did during Couch to 5k was that every single run was completely different. And I did that by just randomly running. Every time I got to a junction or a path, I decided, I might go down here. In fact, I'd get to the end of some of the runs and I couldn't have told you, I couldn't have retraced my steps. I wouldn't have been able to tell you which way I went. It was that random. But it was great fun, actually. So every run in Couch to 5k, all 27 of them were different. And that was really good. I really enjoyed that. So I did a bit of that today. I just ran randomly, I couldn't tell you which way I went because it was just all completely random, but great fun. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, these city lights are making me wanna be. It's fun, isn't it? Because it's kind of, the weather's a bit weird, where it can be really quite warm at times and then suddenly it won't be. So it's been a bit like that today because it's been a bit overcast, and that means there's a bit of a breeze, which is nice. It's actually been a really nice day to run. I've really enjoyed it, and it's just been great to go out and just run randomly again. But of course I will be back on to my training straight after this one, because very soon I will be heading on and trying to beat my PB. So that's something that I'm looking at doing really soon. So thank you very much for that. Don't forget to leave your comments if you really enjoyed watching this video. Hit the like button, and I will see you for an update on how I'm getting on with the 10K training next week.